Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Mind Over Money, a show where we talk on ways how meditation, yoga, as well as behavioral science can help you become a more efficient trader, investor, as well as a better human being. Well, my name is Shatajanand, and today we have with us a very special guest, Abhijit Tare, who is a managing director and CEO at Motilal Oswal Investment Advisors Limited. Welcome to the show, Abhijit.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for inviting me on this show, Kshitij.
Thank you so much for your time, Abhijit. Now, let me start off with one thing that you have nearly 3 decades of experience in the capital market. So, how do you keep yourself mentally fit? And we know that in capital market, there's a lot of volatility and there's a lot of uncertainty at the same time.
So, long ago I realized that this is the business of the longevity.
Right.
You are running actually a marathon and not a 100-meter sprint. And if you have to run that marathon of 42 kilometers and maybe 30 years that you have just mentioned, you have to ensure that your mental health is absolutely at go, because you have to come day after day, every day to the office and keep delivering. And if that has to happen, then that mental health comes absolutely paramount. I have also realized that this is a business of relationships, and I think transactions are very incidental to those relationships. And if you have to create those relationships, then obviously you will have to have the longevity into the market. Because unless you have the longevity into the market, you may not be able to create as many relationships that you would want to, pursue and get in with.
Absolutely. And in fact, we've also heard that, you are in love with badminton. What is the kind of regime, that you follow on daily or a, sort of weekly basis to manage your health, manage stress?
So badminton is my first love, even before I got married. So, as a child, yeah. So as a child, I used to participate into, so I have played right up to the state level when I was a child.
Wow.
And then the marriage happened. So when the marriage happened, your daily regimes do change, So for a very long period of time, I couldn't play badminton regularly. It used to be once in a while, in and out types. But then when I realized that you need a longevity, and thereby your mental health has to be at par, and because of which you will have to work on your physical health.
Right.
I picked up this regime. I actually try to play almost every day, and people generally get surprised because people would want to have 1 or 2 days gap before you again restart that. But at least in my case, I try to play every day. But the job profile that I am into, and the kind of a meeting schedules that you have, I keep losing on the track with the schedule. But 3 to 4 times a week for sure.
Okay. No.
And if I have lost 1 or 2 days because of my laziness, then I would catch that time up on Sundays. So yeah, I'm a big fan of badminton. I'm the moment I leave office, I am just eager to get back onto the court. So
right,
that's the love.
And is it the 30-minute regime or the 60-minute regime we are talking about?
No. So every single day, it is 60-minute plus regime.
Okay.
And on a Sundays, this can go up to 90 minutes to 120 minutes with multiple breaks, because initially you have that zeal, enthusiasm and energy. Yeah. But as the time passes, you need those rests. So on Sundays, it can go right up to 120 minutes or so.
Absolutely. And how did playing badminton help you in strategy formation? We were talking about the same earlier as well.
So when you are playing any game, there are only 2 outcomes that are possible. Either you win it or you lose it. But when you start the game, you have to start the game with the mindset of the winner. And when you start with the mindset of the winner, what you have to strategize is understand the weakness of your opponent, and also have to compensate for the weakness, if any, that your partner may have.
Okay.
So you have to continuously keep strategizing as a game, as a complete full long-term game, how you have to work upon. I mean, some shots you would want to volunteer to take and ask your partner to wait behind. Also, what is important is you have to peak out when it is absolutely needed, and that goes to my philosophy of we are running marathon versus sprint. You cannot start the game with the full energy right at ab initio. You have to wait for that the point of time where you have to pick out your energy, pick out your game, and then go on to win it. But very importantly, what happens is that even if the outcome of the game is negative, you always know that there is a second game that you are going to be playing.
Right.
And when you inculcate that, and a sportsman makes sure to inculcate that thinking that you can embrace even the losses also.
Absolutely, and beautifully put, Abhijit sir there, and that is how the mental setup should be. Whether you're on the court or whether you are, in the trading arena, you could say that. But definitely, all these things do help in, creating the winning strategy. Now, let me also add one more thing. So apart from badminton, which we've discussed, do you follow a special diet to go along with your exercise regime as well?
Absolutely, because as I told you that because of the travel that I do extensively due to my work culture, work schedule, you end up eating all those things that you wouldn't want to otherwise eat. So when I'm back into Mumbai, or when I'm back into office,
right,
my lunch essentially just salads.
Right.
Post my badminton session, I would try to eat my dinner before 9 p.m. for sure.
Okay.
But having said that, my breakfasts are very elaborate. So I carry my full basket of breakfast in the car and eat it very elaborately.
Right. So one heavy meal, in the morning, and then you give it a rest in the afternoon, and then probably another meal towards the close of the day, or in the night.
And when I'm not playing, I would definitely do about a 350-400 skippings, and will try to at least do 20-25 push-ups. So, till you are tired, till you are sweating.
Right. Absolutely. No, fantastic. And in fact, a lot of investors could actually take cues from this as well. It's not just mentally fit, physically fit is also very important, for the trading journey as well as for the investing journey. Now, lastly, why is mental health more important in current times, and, especially for the ones who are in leadership roles? So your views on that, Mr. Tare?
So a couple of things. One is any leadership position to begin with becomes a very isolated position. So you have very, very little bouncing boards available for you to keep bouncing your ideas. I mean, a game like badminton, or when you are doing your workouts, when you are not playing, gives you that time to put a perspective to what you are thinking and how you would want to do it. So before you even go to the mental health, unless you are physically fit, you can't embark on the journey of the being mentally fit. Because unless and until you are feeling good about your body, it will be very difficult to go to your mental health and search for that meditational ability. So I think it's very important to first be physically fit and then try to be a mental fit. More so because this is the job where you are paid to take a lot of tensions. And if you have to take the tensions, then you have to continuously keep unwinding those tensions whenever and wherever you get that time.
No, absolutely. And in fact, you've put it in a very beautifully, to our viewers as well, that physically fit is the first stage to become mentally fit. Well, on that note, thank you so much for your time, Abhijit. And that's all for now. But do stay log on to etmarkets.com for more on news, business, and economy. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you so much for inviting. Bye bye.
Bye bye.